So there's this concept called a singularity, and a singularity is where things become impossible to predict. So a way of talking about a singularity would be a sentence like, I can't see around the corner, right? So after I go around that corner, I can see that I can't see around the corner while I'm walking towards it. I don't know what's around that corner. It's a fancy scientific term for not being able to see around a corner. So we're already at that point. We're already past the point of a singularity. We can't see around the corner. We could end up with a society where every shitty job, terrible job that you do not want to do is just done by technology, that we just don't have to do boring, repetitive stuff anymore. And that could unleash a society that is very human, entertaining, fun. We don't have, we could end up with a society where for a cheap subscription that costs similar to Netflix, you get all the most amazing Michelin star type food delivered to your house. That's been prepared and ready to go, and you get to create it with your family, and it's $10 a month, and you get amazing food. You could have a society where, no one has to do a boring, repetitive job ever again, and we can spend a lot of time running festivals and having, learning to DJ and having TED Talks and doing podcasts together, and that's what we spend a lot of time doing. We could end up with a very destructive society. For example, my cat that lives at our house, that is obviously the boss of the house, my cat lives an incredible existence. Of all cats in all of history, my cat is living pretty much the best a cat has ever lived. And the reason it lives that way is because of super intelligence. It organizes everything around it. It doesn't have to worry about terribly much because magically the food just arrives. Magically the doors open and close, and magically there's this incredible structure that it can live within that it couldn't build on its own, but it gets to benefit from. So my cat is living with a super intelligence that it just doesn't understand or need to understand, but it has a much better life as a result of, including going out and chasing bugs in the back garden. It does all sorts of fun cat things. But we could end up being house cats, living wonderful lives where super intelligence takes care of a lot of stuff. I don't know. We haven't yet turned the corner, so it's we don't know what's going to happen. What I do know is that everyone who starts using it creatively, their life gets a lot better very quickly. So, for example, as much as there are threats to the world that we live in, every single person that I know who uses AI personally in their own life to enhance their own personal agency ends up doing extraordinary things. They earn more money, they have more fun, they have more freedom, they have more fulfillment in their lives. They are like at a level of personal leverage and personal agency. I've not seen one person whose life has gotten worse as a result of having AI around them. Everyone is able to answer questions they never thought they could answer, do research they couldn't previously do, create products, outcomes, make things happen, put a legal contract in place for free. All sorts of incredible things happen as a result of having access to this technology at a level of personal agency. That I do know, but what that does at a societal level, I don't know.